In the last devlog, I briefly glossed over all the functionality I have currently implemented in this 2D combat-oriented video game I am developing. And I mentioned how there is a lot going on behind the scenes. In this video, I will peel back the curtains a bit on the code base behind all this functionality and how it all comes together behind the scenes. First off, we are favoring composition instead of inheritance in our design. If you have no idea what any of that means, the simplest way to picture it is using the is a and has a relationship paradigm. For example, a dog is an animal, but a dog has a brain that are connected to its eyes, nerves, and so on, which each do a different thing that make a dog a dog. Let's take a look at the player and enemy scene trees. You'll notice that both objects are made up of multiple component nodes. Some shared, some unique, but each one has a clear focused job. When combined, they form the full behavior of our game object. For example, the attack manager component handles all outgoing attack data like health damage, posture damage, knockback, and much more. And the damage manager component receives that data and applies it to the object, reducing health, triggering hit reactions, and so on. This same pattern applies across the board. Each component manages its own data and communicates with others as needed. The separation of concerns make it easy to scale without creating a tangled mess of dependencies. By designing this way, I can build game objects that are as complex as I want without complicating the structure. It also makes it super easy to add new features, modify existing ones, and avoid tech debt down the line. Everything has a job, everything is replaceable, everything is clean. Here are a few more components you'll find in this system. A sprite component, which handles rendering and connects with the animation component. An animation component, which drives sprites animations using keyframes. A finite state machine, which manages transitions between states like idle, move, attack, jump, dash, etc. And a sound effect manager, which manages sounds, effects, and sounds for actions like sword slashes, etc. There are more components under the hood, but hopefully this gives you a solid idea of how the system is structured and why it's built this way. Right now, I'm working on implementing some basic enemy AI, just enough to test how well these systems play together. I want to see if the foundation I've built holds up once things start moving, reacting, and fighting back. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I'll be sharing more devlogs as the project evolves, so if you're into game development, software design, or just want to follow along, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Until next time, peace.